Good evening. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup yet again. Arsenal are out of another competition under Mikel Arteta. 1 out of 16 he has won. 15 failures. Yeah, I'm sick of it. I am. I'm sick and tired of it. Let me not blame it all on Mikel Arteta tonight, but let me come back to that. What went wrong tonight? Same thing that's been going wrong all season, people. Same thing that's been going wrong all season. Why are people surprised that things are going wrong? Why are people surprised that we can't score goals? We haven't been convincing at scoring goals all season. We have been convincing in the Champions League, but we have not been convincing in the league, and we've not been convincing in both domestic cups yet again. Yet again. So, how about I just stop being toxic and negative? Because everything's rosy. It's all good. What's the problem? There's no issues. Arsenal are flying high. No, actually, I can't do it. I can't be false. I can't be fake, guys. I'm sorry. I have to say it as it is. I honestly have serious concerns yet again about the same things I've been calling out for most of his era. Has he got a plan B? Is he tactically good enough? Is he to be trusted in the transfer market? Do we have a good enough squad and squad depth? Was it a good idea to spend all of our transfer budget, or most of it, on Kai Havertz? Was it a good idea to leave ourselves short at left back and send somebody out on loan when someone's injured? Was it a good idea not to cover for Partey and Jesus even though we know they're injury prone? Was it good just not to have any right winger and just keep playing Saka there? Yeah, all of this is on Mikel Arteta. I'm sorry, it is. Today, started the game pretty well. I'd say in the first 10, 15 minutes, we should have at least been 2-0 up. But why aren't we? Yet again, we're not 1 or 2-0 up because we can't score. Why might that be? Two things. One, our style of play. Two, we haven't got shooting practice clearly. And three, we don't have a striker that can put the ball in the back of the net. It's probably a mixture of all those things. But for me, the style of play thing is down to Mikel Arteta. Okay, tonight, there wasn't really much of that problem. We were sharper. We played a lot more free-flowing and a lot more creative in the first half. Kai Havertz, what are you doing, mate? Mr. Sitting ahead of a sitter, a header from 5 yards. Erdegaard, let's put it in, man. Smashes the bar. Nelson, brilliant from Ramsdale, puts the ball through. He goes round, misses the goal. Saka, shocker. Oh, surprise that. He had a shocker. What a surprise. Bukayo Saka has a shocker. Did anyone believe it? Can anyone believe it? Martinelli gets dropped. Saka still plays. Erdegaard, still on the pitch, still trying to create, still trying to thread through balls like we're 4-0 up. How about have a dig, man? How about shoot? How about shoot? I'm sick and tired of this, man. Sick and tired of it. So we'll come back to Mikel Arteta in a minute. Set pieces. What's happened? What's going on? Someone explain. What's happened? We can't take them. We can't defend from them. We're poor in the box. We're poor defending from our box. We're poor at defending set pieces. We're poor at scoring from set pieces. In fact, our set pieces now don't beat the first man, get cleared away, or get caught by the goalkeeper. And all of our shots roll into the goalkeeper's hands. But it's the players. It's the players. Mikel Arteta has set us up perfectly. It's nothing to do with Mikel Arteta. It's all on the players. No. It's on both. It is on both. Because when it doesn't work and the players that you have chosen, that you have signed, that you have given a contract extension to, that you have kept at this club are all on the pitch. So do something about it, Mikel. I don't know how to. Not quite sure how to. Well, Lance is on a post-it note, people, and send it his way, into his pigeonhole, because he doesn't know how to play against a low block, and he doesn't know how to play a game of football against any team that isn't quite working for him because he doesn't have a plan B. There's no plan B from the bench. There's no plan B on the field. There's no plan B in his mind. There's nothing that he can do to change it up. Just a like-for-like substitution. Then what happens is we get to the end of the game and he brings on 3 substitutions that are like for like. Doesn't bring on Smith Rowe, take Havertz off, play Martinelli down the middle perhaps, try something a bit different. Martinelli's just come on, fresh legs, let him run at the defence. No. We'll leave Havertz on. He's had a fantastic game. He's only missed 4 sitters and misplaced the pass most of the game. But we'll keep him on the front on the field because he's 65 million. There, drop Saka. He's having another absolute stormer. I'm sorry, man, but the manager and the players have got to hold that. Liverpool were shocking. Liverpool were absolutely awful, and they beat us 2-0. They brought on 2 players called Connor and Bradley. I don't know who the fuck they are, right? Or Bobby and Bradley, was it? I don't know who they are. 2 players come on and they actually won the game. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Never heard of these, man. We've got Smith Rowe, we've got Trossard, we've got Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah that he's wanting to bring on. Leaves it till last minute. Just switch Martinelli, take Nelson off, play Martinelli. It'll be all right. Maybe they didn't want to cancel their trip to Dubai. Maybe that's what it was. Oh, it's 1-0. Don't want to score. Have to play a replay. Won't get our trip to Dubai. That's their treat, by the way, all these players. They're off to Dubai again. Warm weather. We're going to go and have a laugh in Dubai. While all us are freeze our nuts off, depressed. They go and live it up in Dubai. Cedric, what's he doing here? Why is he here? Why haven't we just terminated his contract? He's running up and down the wing by me. 80k a week, this. Hey, you're not going to get on. Just pure decoration. Hey, sits there with El Nini. The matters will be holograms or cardboard cutouts. It's an absolute embarrassment, mate. Absolute embarrassment. It really is. Him and El Nini, right? El Nini's gone to Africa. They are both basically may as well have just been holograms this season or cardboard cutouts. It's an embarrassment that they're actually still at the club. Shocking. £65 million spent on who I think will be up there with one of the worst Arsenal signings ever. With Pepe, with Mustafi, with all of those men. He will be known as one of the worst that we have ever signed. The guy is rubbish. Absolute dog. He's terrible. Doesn't do anything, gets in the way. First chance he gets, needs to hit it first time on his left foot, which apparently I'm being told he's left-footed. Takes a touch, loses it. Gets the ball, comes across. He's there, heads it over from 5 yards. Get off, man. What are you doing? This is a manager, by the way, that has spent £65 million and has told everybody in a press conference that he's a midfielder and he goes and puts it up top. Now, I prefer him up top, but don't come out and say he's a midfielder and then go, got this wrong, and I. He ain't a midfielder. Have to put him up top. Eddie Nketiah is now sitting there going, I thought I was the backup striker. It's confusing, Mikel. It's confusing everybody. Yeah? Reece Nelson, he gets the nod today, randomly. He gets the nod. Was all right. Missed a few sitters. Didn't really have the best of games. Smith Rowe. Why aren't I getting ahead of Reece Nelson then? This man management is all over the place. It's literally just monkey throwing a dart. Oh, he'll do it. It's landed on Nelson. He'll start today. Crazy. Kivior. Jacob Kivior. Just play Cedric there. I was told Kieran Tierney can't play left back because he can't invert. What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? This guy is trying to invert and he's doing a very bad job at defending, at going forward, at controlling the ball, at clearing the ball. Apparently this guy's quick and I've seen Milk turn quicker. It's absolutely embarrassing, man. Big up Chaitanya says, big up Dan. I'll give Arteta till the Porto game. If we lose that, which is looking likely, it's Arteta out for me, not finishing our chances. Chaitanya, you're bang on and I will come back to it. Trust me, because I'm going to finish on this manager right now. This manager. Edu, Vinay, Richard Garlick, and the Cronkies. Go and sort this transfer window out or hand your resignations in and give it to someone else. Because this right here is the result of neglect of certain positions of the football pitch, and it is given no accountability to the manager who believes it's okay to chuck trophies in the bin. And that's the way we run. That's the way we run. But it's okay because in the last decade, we've never had a title race up until now. Didn't we have a title race with Leicester in 2016? Haven't we won 4 FA Cups in that time? Funny that. Oh, we got to Europa League final and a League Cup final as well. But in the last decade, it's been shocking. Absolutely shocking. But these last 4 years, praise the Lord. Give me these last 4 years over any. Praise the Lord. Unbelievable, Mikel Arteta. These last 4 years throws everything Wenger and everyone else did and puts it in the bin. Graham, see you later, George Graham. Not good enough. Arsene Wenger, not good enough. Mikel Arteta, last 4 years, we're now competing. We're now here. We're at the top. Do not slate this manager. Do not say anything bad about this manager because he is the Messiah. He knows exactly what we need. Tierney at the back. Oh, he's in Spain. Gabby in attack. Oh, he plays on the left wing. 2 signings bought by Emery. We're on our way to the Champions League. Competition we're already in. Competition we want to try and win. Absolute disgrace of a song. Nobody better than Mikel Arteta, best looking Spaniard we know. How about just get me an ugly one that's a winner? Yeah? Because this guy's pissing me off yet again. I'm sick and tired of it, man. Sick and tired of it. So let's go to some of the reasons as to why this manager's under pressure. Forget the fact that we've lost 3 in a row. Forget the fact that we're out of both competitions again. Forget all of that. Let's just look at the tactics. Let's just look at the team. He's put himself under so much pressure by doing the following. The goalkeeping situation. Aaron Ramsdale comes in today, and fair play to you, Aaron. Big up to you, bro. Great performance. Kept us in it until we were out of it, basically, which he had no chance for, either of those goals. And I thought his kicking was good. For me, that is a decision that he didn't have to make. But he's done it. It's Ramsdale and it's Raya now. We can debate it all season. This is on Arteta. We've got Gabriel and Saliba, who are the only ones that can hold their head high this season. The left-back situation is a problem. He's got rid of the one that could defend in Tierney, and he's played Zinchenko there. Oh, but Timber's injured. Tomiyasu's in Asia. Don't you think that could have happened? Didn't you know Tomiyasu was going to Asia? Didn't you know that injuries happen to footballers? Kieran Tierney did not need to go out on loan because now we're playing Kivior there. Who wants to play Kivior over Tierney? Raise your hand. Tell me in the chat. Because if you do, you're pretty much deluded. I'm sorry to tell you. Because this guy cannot play at left back. Then we go in the middle. Who have we got to back up Partey this year? Jorginho. Right, who else? Jorginho. Okay, but we need someone else. We had Jorginho last year and it wasn't good enough for the title. Oh, we've still got El Neni. We're keeping him. That's a good one. Now, who are we actually getting to replace Thomas Partey? No one. Okay, we're getting Rice. Brilliant. Who's going to back up Rice then when Rice has to cover for Partey because he's injured? No one. We've got El Neni. What? Are you for real? You've got El Neni still here? What's going out? What's going on? Who's backing up Erdegaard to give some creativity? Is it Maddison coming in? No. Kai Havertz. What? 65 million. We don't want Kudus for 40. We don't want Maddison for 40. We don't want Diaby for 40. We don't want Szoboszlai for 40. We don't want Alexis McAllister for 30. We don't want Cole Palmer for 40. We want this guy for 25 million pounds more than all of that because he's going to take us to the title. What a disgrace. Number 29, you are a disgrace. You are not good enough. You are absolutely shambolic. And then let's talk about the front three. Who's going to replace Jesus, Mikel Arteta, Eddie Nketiah? I know we've already got him last year. It weren't good enough. Who are we going to bring in? We ain't going to. We're going to wait until the summer for Osimhen. Oh, please do me a favour. Do me a favour. The only striker this guy's bought at the club is Jesus, and he's not even a striker. That means in 4 years, people are telling me that we can't go and buy a striker. That Haaland from Salzburg wasn't available 4 years ago. Yeah, that Alexander Isak wasn't available. That Ollie Watkins wasn't available. That Ivan Toney wasn't available. Damn hell, that Tommy Abraham wasn't available. Anybody, Vlahovic. Yeah, this is a joke. 4 years, one player bought in an attack position. We haven't replaced Aubameyang. We haven't replaced Lacazette. We haven't even replaced Pepe because he was back up to Saka. What's going on here? But it's a 9 out of 10 window because you bought Declan Rice. Absolute joke, man. Listen, I tell you this right now. Mikel Arteta wins me a Premier League, wins me a Champions League, or he goes. And I tell you this now. If he goes out to Porto, we might as well just sack him now because it will be a disgrace if we do that. We've spent £200 million and we've got worse. We've regressed. Our style of play is worse. Everybody on that pitch is affected by our style of play. Don't tell me that Saka's rubbish overnight, that Martinelli is now all of a sudden terrible, that Jesus now can't score from anything, let alone his 5 or 6 that he usually gets, that we've completely and utterly gutted our midfield by adding Declan Rice to it. Don't talk to me about this rubbish. This manager needs to sort it out, and right now. Stay with me, people, because I'm heading over to Lee Judge's TV at 9:30, where me, Lee, and Adrian are going to actually dissect this game because it's been an absolute disgrace. So make sure you come join me over there, man. Do me a favor on this one. Like this, subscribe to this. Make sure that you're supporting the content. We're very, 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 very quickly approaching to 14K. So make sure that we do that, people. And I'm getting out of here, man, because I've had enough. Big up. Peace.